Peeps, it has been way too long. Welcome back to Wii Games You May Have Missed. This time it is episode 2, a game called Ultimate Shooting Collection. It is a compilation developed or published by UFO Interactive, compiled of games developed by Milestone Incorporated. It's 3 shoot-'em-up games. One is called, I think it's Carouse, I don't know how to pronounce it. The other is Raider G, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. And then the final one is Chaos Field. For now, let's just call Carouse Professor K. Sorry, Shooter K. Sorry, still on an X-Men kick. Professor X, you know how it goes. And then Raider G, we'll just call it Shooter R. Because I don't want to mispronounce those words so much in this video. Anyways, Shooter K is what you're watching right now. It has a darker cel-shaded art style, but it shares that cel-shaded art style with Shooter R. It's just that Shooter R is much more vibrant and much more colorful. This is a bit darker and has a more industrial feel, I guess you could say. And Shooter R and Shooter K, they're not really special in any way except for the art styles and the aesthetics. But they're still fun. I mean, I love any shoot-'em-up game really, so I'm a little biased obviously, but Shooter K is a fun one. It's not my favorite in the collection though, we'll get to that later. But right here you see one of the boss fights. And as a warning, by the way, it's been a long time since I played these games, so I was a little rusty when I was recording the gameplay. So please, just don't worry about how much I suck. I promise I used to be a lot better. Especially at Chaos Field. Alright, next up is Shooter R. I think this is the spiritual sequel to Shooter K, because they share a lot of elements. The triangle power-up, or not triangle power-up, the triangle point things, the way enemies explode into clouds, the way that enemies flash when you're shooting them, big enemies. I mean, there are a lot of similarities between them. I'm pretty sure they are connected in some way. But as you can see also that the art style is cel-shaded like Shooter K, but a lot more colorful. Now I feel that the more color makes it harder to see the bullets and harder to see things you have to dodge, but at the same time, now that I'm watching it, I'm wondering maybe I'm just a little too distracted by the pretty colors to focus on the bullets that I need to dodge, which is a very big possibility because it's a very pretty game. In this boss fight I totally fail at. I swear if someone brings it up, oh man, yeah, really failed at this one. So while we have a little time also, I just wanted to say that I really hope people like this video, because this is actually the first video that I've spent a lot of time editing, and it feels nice. I mean, it's fun. I love editing videos. It's really fun. I just hope that, I hope that the effort that went into this video is reflected in how much people like it. I mean, I hope that doesn't sound weird, but it would be cool if people like this video. Because I think I spent a little more time on this than usual. But I think that you guys deserve it, because, I mean, the 5 people that are watching, they probably, I mean, you've been waiting for these other Wii games that you may have missed. So I'm sorry. So back on the game at hand, this is Chaos Field. This is the prettiest game in the collection to me, because I dig the realistic art style, but mixed in with the ultra neon lights and bullets. That is my favorite kind of bullet type in a bullet hell game. Dodonpachi Resurrection on the iPhone, love it. Galuda 2 on the iPhone, love it. Even though that's not, I mean, well yeah it is. And Ketsui Death Label on the DS, that is one of my favorite DS games. It's a really good bullet hell game. Obviously, this collection is for people that like bullet hell games. If you're into shmups like 1942 or Galaga, I don't know if you'll like this collection, but if you're into games like Toho or Ikaruga, Trigger Heart Excelica, Castle of Shikigami, if you're into those kinds of games, you should definitely try this out. It's tamer than those, but it's still really, really fun and definitely worth the money. I think it's probably only like $15 now. And don't let the box fool you. Yes, it looks like a crappy game, but it's not, okay? UFO Interactive does make some crappy games, but this is not one of them. Peace!